we joined with two groups. One that was a coalition for, what were they? Well, they were both groups of parents trying to do something to keep the mix in the schools that we had here. And so we joined them all together with this school affiliation and started something called the Coalition for Quality Integrated Education. And so that was in the early 70s, and we carried it on until we were able, I got a grant for us from Foundation back east, and then when the federal government got interested in desegregation, then we were able to get money that way. And so it was very successful as a volunteer program. But once we were a part of the district, kind of, the people who were paid sort of didn't really want these volunteers around. And I thought that was a very unfortunate end to it. But we had some great people, and one of them, Francis North, I had found while we were at Meany, my daughter was there, and it was a time when there were no black staff people at all in that school, and so we were trying to attract them, and I went to talk to people in the federal government and in Boeing and so on, to see if they would release employees and let them come and help in the school. And we were able to get quite a few that way. And I went to Nordstrom's and persuaded someone there that I needed this Frances North for 6 weeks. And so she came, and she was the only person working with the girls, and she was just marvelous. And so she liked doing this. And so when we started CQIE, she came with us, and then she was employed, and she did the rumor clinic, and she did the contact with parents and so on, and trying to erase any problems. And then eventually the school district hired her in transportation, and she's just retired at 89. And yeah, so we still have a get-together every few months, the core people from CQIE, and and I think we were very disappointed with the way the desegregation went, because it started with the middle schools, and Forbes Bottomley was a real educator. He was wonderful. He's still here. Did you talk to him? No. So he was the one that encouraged us and got the federal funding for CQIE and so on. And it was a hard time, because there were a lot of people who were totally against it. And I remember once that I went to a school board meeting in West Seattle, and I went to, I was going to speak for it, and there was a lot of hostility there, and two people that were on the school board, one from there and another person, they insisted that their husbands take me to my car because they thought I might be destroyed on the way, I guess. But it was very tense.